This is the first vlog episode of 2018. We thought we'd do something a little bit different. Happy New Year! This is the first vlog episode of 2018 and it's episode number 30. To mark this momentous occasion and to reflect a little bit on the year that's gone, we thought we'd do something a little bit different, and I wanted to share with you 30 things that I've learned the hard way from running a creative business. So here they are. 1. It's a lot of work, and that's not just doing the actual creative work, it's all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes as well that keeps things ticking over. 2, you have to spend as much time, if not more, on the marketing and promotion of your work, as well as the actual creation of it. 3, it's okay to ask for help and advice, whether it's practical or emotional. If you try and do everything on your own, by yourself, you'll get burnt out and you'll just wear yourself too thin. 4, you have to get comfortable talking about money and asking for money. In other words, getting paid. This is your livelihood now. You're providing a service that's of value. You have to think about your income and cash flow and managing your accounts. It's one of the top priorities of running a business. You just have to get comfortable discussing money and being asked to be paid. The good news is though, it does get easier. 5, have other areas for creative fulfilment that isn't work. As much as you enjoy what you do, creative work is still work. Make time for your own projects too. 6, do other things where you can feel a sense of accomplishment. Putting everything into your business is great when it's going well, but when things aren't going well, and there might be quite long periods when things aren't going well, it's just not working. Having other areas in your life where you feel as though you're putting in effort and seeing results, such as maybe learning a new language, learning a musical instrument, or getting fitter, will help keep your self-esteem afloat. 7, it's not everything. Don't forget about your life. Your business is only a part of who you are, because although I love what I do, it's not all of who I am. At the end of the day, you can't give a business a hug. I mean, you could try, but it might look a bit weird. 8, take breaks and have a life. This kind of ties in with the last point, but ultimately it's the experiences that happen outside of work that will inspire you and fuel your creativity. 9, you'll get an emotional battering. When you come into this, you're inexperienced, you're doing a lot of new things, you'll make mistakes. Sad times, folks. And your confidence and self-esteem and your belief in your ability to do things is going to get severely knocked. Yeah, it's just like you're trying your best, but it's not quite working out, and it's like, oh, I just don't want to seem like really rubbish and unprofessional. It's normal. Be prepared, have some emotional support in place, and know that it will pass. 10, you are not a machine. We're all human. We're not going to be 100% efficient 100% of the time. 11, looking after yourself is looking after your business. If you're feeling healthy, happy and energised, so I started going back to the gym, which has been fantastic. It just kind of pumps me up for the day. It kind of makes me feel a little bit better, and just having other things going on is good. That's going to have a far more positive impact on your work than killing yourself putting in long hours. Got a lot on my plate and I've just suddenly started to feel really unwell. 12, sleep is non-negotiable. Good night. 13, there will be some long, late nights. So looking forward to sleeping right now. We all have to do an all-nighter at some point. It's currently 10 to 6 in the morning. I've just been up. I've not slept. If they become a regular rather than a rare occurrence though, you need to step back and look at the reason why that is and address that pretty quickly. 14, everything takes a lot longer than you expect. I hadn't anticipated how long the work was going to take and what was involved. Estimating how long things are going to take is going to be difficult at first because you don't have as much experience and reference. It's best to generously overestimate how long you think something will take and finish sooner rather than miss a deadline. 15. Done is better than perfect. I've got a lot to do. I've just got to get on with it. Just get the work out there, improve next time. 16. Just start. Starting is scary. You wonder, you don't know what's going to happen. What if something goes wrong? What if you're ridiculed? Oh my god, what if no one buys it? What if this is just the worst thing that you've ever done? What if everyone just thinks it's the worst thing ever? The list goes on. You can't predict the outcome of everything, but at least if you start, you can have some control over direction. And I found from my personal experience that when you just start things, even if you're not entirely sure what's going to happen or what the outcome's going to be, you know, you open up the way for a lot of opportunities that you may never have predicted yourself. And to be fair, most of them, in my experience, have been...
We're doing a product, good job.
Been good ones. 17. Be ruthless with your prioritisation. And sometimes that's going to mean letting people down. In terms of priorities, I have a lot of other stuff I need to be doing, and as you get more and more demands on your time, you have to learn to be decisive about what's most important. 18. Take it one step at a time. Trying to think too far ahead will just overwhelm and paralyse you. Focus on how to get the next one client, not the next 100. Very much a case of take the first easy step and then devise your action plan from there. 19. When first finding clients, use what's on your doorstep. With the internet, you potentially have access to millions of clients of equally varied sizes. Think of getting clients like starting a ripple effect. Start from the centre, so that's where you are, so look at places locally. I got a call from a local cafe, people who are literally and metaphorically close to you. Start from there, and then it'll naturally expand and get bigger. This chalkboard that was dropped off to me by a gentleman who runs a cafe who saw the stuff that I'd done up a lot. 20. Meeting clients face to face beats email every time. I'm quite a shy person, especially when meeting new people, and I still get a bit nervous when I have to go meet a client in person. But once you're there, it's just so much more natural, it's friendlier, and it's also a really good experience of being able to talk about what you do, what you can offer, answering questions on the spot, and again talking about budgets, finances and fees, which are all hugely valuable skills. It gets easier with experience. You'll meet a lot of really interesting people and develop good relationships. You know, it's wonderful now that I can go into some of the places that I've worked and have a coffee and cake and have a little chat to the owners, and especially as well if you're starting locally, you really then become part of a community. And also if people know you personally and they like you, they're much more likely to refer you to other people as well. 21. Instagram is awesome. Who had seen my work on Instagram for someone else. Instagram is actually really, working out really well for me. So I guess a lot of the local cafes will kind of follow each other for either support or just keeping an eye out on the competition. So 22, you'll make mistakes and you'll make the same mistakes quite a few times as well. Case in point, I obviously completely forgot to film this point in the original video, so hence why it's all looking a bit different. Lesson learned here is it doesn't have to be perfect. I wasn't going to refilm everything again just to get this consistent. Done is better than perfect. And also, regarding the same mistakes, this vlog episode's already long overdue. Everything takes a lot longer than you expect. I've been up till like 2, 3 in the morning editing it. Sleep is non-negotiable, and I definitely spent way too long searching for GIFs. Be ruthless with your prioritisation. Things don't change overnight, but at least being aware of certain habits and patterns will help you recognise them and change them over time. 23. Planning and scheduling are vital skills. If, like me, you're not particularly good at this, you'll be entering a world of pain very quickly. 24. You have to be really clear about what drives you. Other people are going to be questioning why you're doing this. You'll be questioning while you're doing this quite a lot. Being clear on your why will help to keep you focused and motivated, as well as being quite handy in silencing any critics. 25. See self-promotion as a creative outlet. You have to let people know that you exist. Marketing is essentially finding creative ways of letting people know what you do. Suns out, guns out version. You're already creative, so have some fun with it. 26. You can't say yes to everything. When I take on too much work, it's because deep down I know there's this kind of fear and scarcity that if I don't take this, what if no other jobs come? I have to take this job on. You have to recognise that that's not true. There will be other jobs and opportunities, and you have to learn to say no. If you want to work with that person, perhaps offer another opportunity to do so in the future. And on the flip side of that, seeming too available can give a negative impression. 27. Don't compare yourself to others. You hear it everywhere because it's true. Everyone's circumstances are different. Take some time out to set your own milestones and focus on meeting those. 28. Recognise your own achievements.
Really happy with this.
If you work for yourself, you have to do your own appraisals. It's important to acknowledge what you've achieved. It's not being big-headed or boastful. It's essential for keeping you motivated and driven. 29. It's a case of when and not if things going spectacularly wrong.
Basically, I got the date wrong.
It's not fun, but think of a few worst case scenarios and have a crisis management plan in place. Think about what you can do to mend a situation if it goes wrong.
I've offered to do their outside A-board chalkboard that they have for free, just as a complimentary service, just as a gesture as well, because of the inconvenience it's causing them.
Research some really good email apologies. Look at case studies of brands, companies that have had a major PR fallout and they've handled the situation really well. You'll at least feel like you've got a life jacket then. And finally, 30. Enjoy it. You can spend a lot of time getting down about all the things that you're not doing right, or where you still need to go, or what you've not done. Working for yourself and starting a business is really hard. That's why you should really embrace the moments where you're feeling good and you're enjoying what you're doing and not feeling guilty about it. When you feel good about what you're doing, you'll do good things, and as a result you'll feel positive, happy and productive. And the world needs more people like that. It's worth trying to be one of them.